Well, good morning to you. Yeah, Friday Mutter time, and I'm back on the T100 because I already had bags fitted on it and I've got to carry some stuff about today. So that's why. Watch out for the ice. Yeah, ice. We have had snow, rain, ice, very cold, about -2, -3 this morning first thing. So we've got more snow due this afternoon as well, so I'm hoping to get back early. Yeah, but what a Friday Mutter, eh? I had been hoping to be on Bertie. Yeah, do you remember I mentioned to you last time I've got an update for Bertie? He's home. Yeah, he's back in the garage, but I ain't got any bags on him and I haven't had time to coat him in protective stuff. Yeah, so that's the update. I will do a video on Bertie actually, because it is 4 years since I bought him. Yeah, something like that. And since I started the channel. Yeah, the two, it's all his fault. Yeah, marvellous, eh? Anyway, let's crack on with some photos. And of course I'll go straight out there first of all to Charlie. I'm sorry if my helmet's whistling a little bit. I've got it opening up because when you talk a lot your visor mists up. Yeah, so even with the pin lock. But I am I forgot what I was saying now. Haha, typical. Yeah, so I'm trying to go with it just a little bit open, but it is cold. That wind is cold, it makes my eyes water. But anyway, yeah, Charlie, he said that I'm gonna have to close it, so you might have to just put up with the whistling, I'm afraid. Charlie sent us a photo. He said, here I am, Hell Rider. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. Step through Honda. And we were Hell Riders back in the day, weren't we, with those Honda step through? Absolutely brilliant, Charlie. Great photo, just watching for the ice. Then what? Oh, Roger C. Yeah, oh, right, yeah. AKA Out of the Cage. Yeah. So, a sad tale, but a happy tale in the end, I suppose. Could have been worse, as my dad would say. Roger had a dream bike, the Triumph Bonneville T100. He had two of them. One of them got ran into by a parked car. Yeah, while it was parked. Not by a parked car. While it was parked up and destroyed. And he got another one, and then someone pulled out on him. Yeah, look at the state of that. Absolutely awful. But the state of Roger wasn't much better. No, look at the work that's been carried out there. That's a hell of a body shop that's done that, isn't it? You know, he's toyed for a long time, as we all do, about are we being selfish riding bikes, knowing the risks. Is it fair to our family, to our children, to our grandchildren, to our wives, to our girlfriends? And in answer to that question, look, these sort of things, they can happen whether you're on a bus, on a train, walking down the road, on a horse. You know, it's life. The risk of personal injury is obviously increased because you're exposed, but we can minimise that if we wear the right gear. Obviously something like this that happened to Roger ain't going to make any difference. Come on, Tim, get to the point. Anyway, he's back on the mend, and he was asking, another bike is anchored after for ages is the W800. He says he sees a lot mentioned here and there. maybe the T120 wasn't for him, maybe that was someone telling him something, but he has anchored after a W800 and he doesn't know whether to go for the CAF version or the street version. Yeah, and he's asking me. Well, I like the CAF version, but the beauty about the W800 is if you go over to Dame's channel, I'll put a link in, he's got a W800 and he bought the CAF and he turned it into a street, then he turned it into a custom. I think he's turned it back into the CAF because they're so easy, because they are principally the same bike. You change the bars, take the fairing off, you've got the street. Yeah, you maybe need a different seat. The street looks more classical, I think. The CAF looks like a CAF'd version. Yeah. From a riding point of view, I love the CAF, but it can get on your wrists a little bit, depending on how old you are, your height and size and stuff. It didn't bother me, but it might bother you. So you know, the street is slightly more polished looking, and if I went again, I'd probably go with the street next time. Yeah. So there you go, Roger. I'm glad that you're on the mend and looking at bikes again. He couldn't even watch YouTube channels. Yeah. So there you go. A horrible thing to start on a Friday, going into winter when we've got ice all over the road. Yeah, marvellous, eh? So I'll move on swiftly. I'll move on to Willen. Yeah. Who, Bill, otherwise, aka, yeah, got out on his AGS Model 8. This was back 10th of November, I think, and got this picture of these wonderful poppies. What a display, and a cracking bike, that little AGS. Go over and have a look at his channel of his little outings. What else? Jerry S. Oh, marvellous picture of his Honda CB350, which it was his dad's, and his 1972, I think it was, 354, and his dad owned it for 30 years before he handed it to him. Yeah. His dad was flew out of here, actually, possibly over these skies. Bomber. He did 35 missions. Yeah, 35 bombing missions. What did they call them? The Lucky Bastards or something. Yeah, something like that. Oh, I've sworn on YouTube. Dear me. But I'm just repeating history. Yeah. Marvellous picture, and a great way to remember your dad as well. He's lost his balance, so he had to hand it over. Yeah. Then what? Phil G. Oh, you know, he's got all those marvellous bikes. Took his V85 in to have some upgrades done, some software upgrades done. Had a loaner for the day. Got the V100 Mondello. He said went all around Suffolk. Yeah, Finching, everywhere. Before going home, he said, "What a cracking bike!" He said he wants one. Marvellous. They are a cracking bike. Then what? John T. Wonderful. He got out. No, he didn't. He didn't get out anywhere. Well, he might have got out, I don't know, but he was seeing that XS 750 from last week's Two Wheel Tuesday, I think. My brother had one with with a sidecar. Marvellous. But anyway, he always anchored one when he saw it in this magazine. Yeah, years ago, 1980. Oh no, he bought a 1980. That was it. Yeah, he bought a 1980. 18 years later. So what's that? About 98. He's 18 years old was the bike, so I assume about 98. He might have finally got one. He loves the triple engine. Yeah, marvellous. Then what do I get? TCB. He said, talking of grandsons, here's my grandson riding around on a bike. Yeah, looks like a GPZ 250 or something like that. He said he bought as a lawn ornament. Yeah. non-runner or anything like that, but his grandson back then wanted to see if he could get it going and stuff, so they did. They put a battery on it and it started up. Yeah, so he's riding it around. Absolutely marvellous. He's age 20 here. He was a lot younger when they first got it going. Great photo. Then what? Adrian J. Oh, another marvellous video for you. So just have a look at this. This is another one of Adrian's bikes. I never even knew he had this one. I don't recall seeing this one, Adrian, but here you go. So what do you reckon? Absolutely marvellous, eh? Yeah, cracking. What a marvellous sound. Real burble to those twin pipes. Some sort of Triumph scrambler. I don't know what they called it. I've not seen that one, Adrian. Anyway, let's crack on. I got a random email, yeah, from someone called Hermit. Yeah, he said he'd like to meet other like-minded cones. Yeah, look at it. It's a cone in the wood. Apparently, he says he went to live in the woods because he got fed up of all the cars whizzing by, ignoring them, going really fast. Sometimes he said he lost lots of mates. He said a lot of sometimes the cars had run over his mates' feet, so he moved to live in the woods. Thanks, TB. Absolutely marvellous. Then what? Oh, Dave went to, you know, my mate Dave with the wonderful Bullet. He got out to Swansea where he came across this Benelli outfit. Yeah, does that make you smile, old get? Benelli out. Yeah, he cracked a bit of a smile. And then he went on to Ebbsfleet. Yeah, marvellous pictures, particularly of the cone. Yeah, there's a cone. You'll have to tell that cone that there's a cone living in the woods as a hermit. Alright, Giraffe, got a news update on giraffes in a minute. This is all marvellous. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. Then what? Oh, Dave L. He said he's a bit saddened by Triumph's new colours and how they keep cheating us. He would have liked a T100, but he went for the speed because they didn't have any when he got that. Some marvellous pictures out on his speed with his mate. But he also sent us some pictures of his 2014 to demonstrate his 2014 T100 he had, to demonstrate the wonderful colours Triumph used to do and the polished finish, and also of his 2008. Yeah. Great photos. Hopefully they've gone through because I'm running out of time before I've even finished the photos because I gassed too much. Then what did I get? Chrissy, he got out, yeah, near Brandon. Came across these two smoking barrels. Yeah, look at that, 2 steam engines on his trophy. He said he didn't know which smokes the most. Absolutely marvellous. Cracking bike, that trophy. And you've done some miles on that. You've had some fun on that, haven't you? Great value bike. Big lump. Lovely. Let's get up here. Then what do I get? Right, so what happened there was the cold got to the camera, I'm afraid. Yeah, it just packed in. I don't blame it. It's pretty damn parky this morning and it's not much warmer now either. So I'll it's the evening now, yeah. So because today is Thursday as well, I don't know if I mentioned that. I forgot where I was. I think I was with Matt B, wasn't I? Yeah, that's where I'd got to. Matt B. Anyway, Matt B, he sent us a photo. His wife and daughter have both got flu, and his son's doing mock GCSEs. Yeah, so he escaped on his wonderful Triumph Scrambler 900, I think it is. Absolutely marvellous motorcycle, of course, being a Bonneville. It went to, oh, what was it, St Mary's Church, Iberstock, something like that. Yeah, great photo. Then what did I get? Oh, B, he says, Tame, this is for the giraffe, of course. I've been down the toy shop, he said there's been an invasion. Yeah, look at them all, hundreds of giraffe. He said there are thousands of them. I said, yeah, they're probably coming on a dinghy. Yeah, am I allowed to say that? I don't know if I'm even allowed to say that. Then what do I get? Oh, watch out for the traffic, Tame. There we go. Then what do I get? E&C, yeah, absolutely marvellous. Oh, last ride, yeah, and this will probably be the last ride on the T100 unless they get the weather terribly wrong. Out on his, oh, was it a Tiger? I think it, yeah, old proper Triumph Tiger. Wonderful, what a cracking looking bike, eh? Then what did I get? Mike H, yeah, Mike H. Oh, come on, we're just going to sneak through there. I think they're changing the law, aren't they, so that you have to stop at an amber light. Well, they might as well just go green and red then, hadn't they? Yeah. Anyway, Mike H, he said, here's a picture of Carol's dream. Yeah, yeah, Mrs. H, wonderful, classic 350 in that powder blue, same as two-wheeled Willys. Yeah, another marvellous channel. Get over and have a look. Great photo, great bike. Yeah. And I think that's about it, apart from, of course, Mark B, who got out to Upminster Windmill. Yeah, absolutely marvellous, not to be confused, he said. Hang on, what's he doing? Not to be confused with Westminster. Yeah, where they rob you. Absolutely wonderful. Great photo, marvellous bike. Oh, I'm glad some of you are still getting out. But a lot of bikes will be going away. This T100 will be going away as well. There is salt down, but as I say, Bertie's back, but he's not prepped. Where at least the T100's got a bit of protection on. If you are out on your bike, ride careful, stay safe, and hopefully I will catch you in Monday's Mutter, and it'll be a bit more organised. Yeah, and don't forget to look after your loved ones. Ta-ta.